I'm always delighted to be with Saul News. This has been such a leader in the conservative movement and the Republican Party.
Welcome to the Saul's Newsstand News Rewind for February 25th, 2022. Fox News reports, Russia invades Ukraine in largest European attack since World War II. Russian forces invaded Ukraine on Thursday by land, air, and sea in the largest military attack of one state against another on the European continent since the Second World War. The wide-ranging attack on Ukraine on Thursday hit cities and bases with airstrikes or shelling as civilians piled into trains and cars to flee. Ukraine's government said Russian tanks and troops rolled across the border in a full-scale war that could rewrite the geopolitical order. While the attack on Ukraine was largely condemned by the West, it's unclear whether forces will intervene, something Russian President Vladimir Putin warned would show grave consequences. NATO is sending additional forces to bolster defenses in Eastern Europe. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said he would be providing weapons to citizens who want to help defend the country, instructing them on Twitter to, quote, be ready to support Ukraine in the squares of the cities. Zelensky also said on Thursday, the future of the Ukrainian people depends on every Ukrainian, as he urged all those who can defend the country to come to the Interior Ministry's assembly facilities. On Twitter, Zelensky posted, quote, Russia treacherously attacked our state in the morning, as Nazi Germany did in the World War II years. As of today, our countries are on different sides of world history. Russia has embarked on a path of evil, but Ukraine is defending itself and won't give up its freedom no matter what Moscow thinks. The Russian attack came first from the air. Later, Ukrainian authorities described ground invasions in multiple regions, and border guards released security camera footage on Thursday showing a line of Russian military vehicles crossing into Ukraine's government-held territory from Russia-annexed Crimea in the south. After weeks of denying plans to invade, Putin justified his actions in an overnight televised address, asserting that the attack was needed to protect civilians in eastern Ukraine, a false claim the U.S. had predicted he would use as a pretext for an invasion. He accused the U.S. and its allies of ignoring Russia's demands to prevent Ukraine from joining NATO and for security guarantees. In a stark reminder of Russia's nuclear power, Putin said, quote, no one should have any doubts that a direct attack on our country will lead to the destruction and horrible consequences for any potential aggressor. The Hill reports, lawmakers condemn Putin, call for crippling sanctions on Russia amid military operation. Lawmakers condemn Russian President Vladimir Putin's announcement of a military operation in Ukraine late Wednesday night, calling for more severe consequences to be imposed on Russia. Senator Marsha Blackburn, who sits on the Senate Armed Services Committee, urged President Biden to impose tougher sanctions, including removing Russia from the SWIFT banking system. Senator Mitt Romney, a member of the Senate Foreign Relations Committee, said that the harshest economic penalties need to be imposed against Russia. And that concludes your Saul's Newsstand News Rewind for February 25th, 2022. For more political news faster, visit saulsnews.com.